Number 1. The fuller. And now we've arrived at what is arguably the most disgusting job in human history. A profession so revolting that even people who were used to living surrounded by filth found it offensive. The fuller was responsible for cleaning and processing cloth and wool, and their primary cleaning agent was aged human urine. Here's how this delightful process worked. Fullers would collect urine from public urinals and private chamber pots, then let it age in large containers until it developed the perfect ammonia concentration. This usually took several weeks, during which time the urine would ferment and develop an absolutely putrid smell that could be detected from blocks away. Once the urine had aged to perfection, fullers would pour it into large vats along with the cloth or wool that needed to be processed. Then, and this is the part that makes you grateful for modern washing machines, they would climb into these vats and stomp on the fabric with their bare feet for hours at a time. Picture this. You're standing waist-deep in aged human urine, stomping on soggy fabric while toxic ammonia fumes burn your eyes and throat. The smell is so bad that people avoid walking anywhere near your workplace, and you go home every night reeking of fermented piss. And this was considered an essential trade that required years of training to master. But wait. It gets worse. The aged urine wasn't just regular aged urine. Fullers specifically sought out urine from people who drank a lot of wine because they believed it produced better results. This meant they were often working with urine that had additional fermentation from alcohol, creating an even more complex and horrifying aroma. The health effects were absolutely devastating. Fullers regularly developed respiratory problems from inhaling ammonia fumes, skin conditions from prolonged contact with aged urine, and various infections from working in such unsanitary conditions. Many of them died young, and those who survived often suffered from chronic health problems that made their later years miserable. And here's the kicker. This was actually considered a skilled trade. Master fullers were respected craftsmen who took pride in their work and charged premium prices for their services. They had apprentices, guilds, and professional standards. Someone looked at the process of stomping fabric in aged urine and thought, you know what, this needs to be professionalized. The worst part? This practice continued well into the Industrial Revolution in some parts of the world. Even after mechanical processes were developed, some fullers insisted that the traditional urine stomping method produced superior results. They were literally choosing to stand in pools of aged human waste rather than adopt modern technology. So the next time you're having a bad day at work, just remember that somewhere in history, someone spent their entire career standing, knee-deep in fermented urine, stomping on soggy fabric while their co-workers discussed the relative merits of wine drinker piss versus regular piss. And they probably made less money in a year than you make in a week.